The Milford School Committee continues its concern over the impact illegal immigrant students are having on the day-to-day learning process and how administrators and teachers are dealing with the situation. Chairman Scott Harrison told WMRC at least 30 new children who came across the border into Texas over the summer have registered here, and he said those students and others are straining the budget, educators, and day-to-day resources. Many of the pupils speak little, if any, English, and have had very little formal education. Harrison wants to meet with state and federal officials to determine if some sort of financial assistance is available. But he said by law the town must educate the students.
That being said, is there an impact? Absolutely there is. And we've got to really, and this is part of the conversation as we head into this coming budget year, where we've got to really make sure that we're continuing to use the taxpayer dollars that we're responsible for from the town of Milford to educate the children. We've also got to rely on some help from the state. Unfortunately, we run into a lot of unfunded mandates. Perfect example, the ESL program. It's a requirement. It's an important requirement. However, it's completely unfunded from a state level. It's not unfunded completely because it does get funded. It gets funded by the residents and the taxpayers of the town of Milford. It doesn't get funded at a state level, but it's required by the state level. We've got a great relationship with the Finance Committee, and they've been very accommodating for that, as have the taxpayers in Milford, but we're continuing to bear that burden. So we really got to make sure that, we're doing our part as elected officials to fulfill our obligation, educate our children, but also continue to talk with our other boards and our legislative officials at the state level, and then also that they're communicating and that we're communicating at the federal level and saying, guys, you got to help us out here.
And we asked Harrison just how many illegal immigrant students are in the classroom.
No, I wish I had a better idea. I don't. I'll be honest with you, because we're not allowed to ask. We can't ask. That's sort of a double-edged sword. We can't ask the question. Be great if we could. Be great if we could find out, hey, listen, you're supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be here. But this goes to the collaboration, I think, between schools, law enforcement, ICE, goes a lot further than that, and federal officials.
Later this month, the committee will discuss all of this again and zero in on the specific impact the issue is having on education.